How great is this? I have got the Kallenbergers with me, Melissa and Jay, or Jack Jr., but we'll keep it Jay.
There we go.
My name's actually John, but who knows what we're talking about. So let's keep it simple. Melissa and Jay Kallenberger, terrific to have you here. Congratulations. What an unbelievably athletic, talented, polite family you have.
Thank you very much.
It's, you know, you never know what your kids are going to say to the parents, but when other people tell it to you, you know that the message you've been feeding them for their whole lives is getting through. So we appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, you're most welcome. Certainly well deserved. Well, first and foremost, seeing you on Twitter a lot, Jay, the message that gave me chills was opening night, Hawkeyes, Northern Illinois. I'm sure special, incredible moment for both of you. Take us through the night, both of you.
Well, it was kind of a whirlwind week. I can honestly say I didn't sleep much. You know, is marking a start and all the talk going around there. Not only that, but it was Jack's first opportunity to dress because he was redshirted and in transition last year. So this year he's fully part of the team and dress and everything. So a lot of nerves going into it. A lot of people asking questions and calling and talking to us, and then Melissa and I talking, and she had to talk me off the ledge a few times. My heart was beating out of my chest. Saturday was one of those things that was surreal, to be honest. The boys come out of the tunnel, and I looked at Melissa and I go, "Oh my God, they're together holding hands." And you can go ahead and talk, because you talked to Jack about that.
Yeah, it was really special. I talked to him earlier in the week and I said, "Are you going to hold hands with Mark?" And he goes, "No, I'm not going to hold hands with Mark." So it was kind of a nice surprise that when they both walked out that they were together and holding hands. So
I think Jack did that to help take some pressure off of Mark. Sure. Just let him know, I am here with you, buddy.
That is outstanding. And, you know, you were ready for that moment, but now it's real. It's game time. They're coming out, and they're together. I mean, it would have been special, you know, for one or separately or whatever, but together, incredible. What will you take away from that evening? That's a memory that you'll never forget.
Oh, yeah, it was a wonderful night, just watching them together. You know, they dream about being out there on the field, being Hawkeyes. You know, you dress them up when they're little, and you think and you hope that maybe they'll be out there and playing someday, and their dreams came true.
I think afterwards, Mark was talking with us afterwards, and he was saying that, you know, watching the Hawkeyes with his grandfather and now to take the field at Kinnick Stadium. What was that conversation like with him afterwards that night? It had to be just incredible.
You know, I asked him. We were sitting at his house. He lives over by Carver, and we were sitting there, and I said, "Well, how was it, Mark?" And he goes, "Dad," he goes, "I don't know." He was still having a hard time expressing into words what was going through his mind at the time. There was a part of it that there was relief. There was still a lot of anxiety. He performed very well. I thought he proved he belonged there. I know his coaches said he proved himself that he belonged there. So it was just interesting to see him. And you know, neither one of the boys are one that sit and talk a lot about, you know, the mushy feelings and stuff like that. But the interview that you did and ask him about that and dreams come true, and you could hear it in his voice. You could hear him choking up, especially talking about looking to his right and seeing his brother holding his hand. You know, as long as the three kids are close, then I think Melissa and I are pretty happy as parents.
And these days, this moment doesn't come by chance. There is a ton of hard work, obviously. The work, the years, the dedication that the whole family puts into to see it come together. Melissa, as a proud mom, give us an idea, is to see your little boys now grown men out there battling at Kinnick Stadium, but to see all of that work coming together, it's got to just be, you know, off the charts.
It is. It is. You know, there's a lot of food involved, a lot of running to practices, you know, the dirty laundry and all that kind of stuff piling up. So it's, you know, it's nice to have them out there. So they finally did.
What's the favorite mom meal that they enjoy?
You know, they kind of different. You know, now they love, of course, steak and potatoes. They love all of that. So
I don't know, your baked ziti.
They do like pasta, and
yeah.
so it's, when they come home now, I really have to cook a lot.
Sure. That's
I'm ready to send them back.
Oh, we do. We tell everybody it's amazing how much food they eat. And I kind of find myself, I eat more than I should when they're home. You're trying to keep up with them. But when all the kids are home, and we've got Kaycee, Jack, and Mark at home, we figure it's about 300 to 400 a week in groceries.
Wow, that's well, they're they got to keep the body fed. They got to keep working.
Yep.
Talk about the Iowa program, Coach Ferentz, and how that connection has been, and how meaningful, and I would imagine just a great relationship with the family.
It's you hear the stories. You know Pat and Julian, and so you hear the stories, Mark Spranger having played for him in college, and so you hear the stories, and then as you get to know him and you find out, my God, I can understand why. And he doesn't mince words. He especially around the parents, he's soft-spoken. I'm sure Jack and Mark may have other stories, but there were never any punches pulled. We understood what was going on, especially through the recruiting process, what was going on all the way through. Missy, I think you'd say the same thing, especially with your parents, when your dad tried to get the picture of Coach Ferentz.
Tell us the story.
Oh, I mean, they're just a caring staff, I can just tell. So that's very comforting as a parent to have them in that program. But yeah, we went to the Tailgater Mark's junior year, and my dad had got a new flip phone. And he was on the bus trying to take pictures of Coach Ferentz, and it dropped and went down underneath the seat. And so Coach Ferentz comes on the bus and he grabs it. He goes, "Can I help you out with this?" And my dad's like, "Thanks, I'll just."
He goes, "We'll get a picture." So him and Grandpa did get a picture together. So Lloyd's got a picture of him and Coach Ferentz. So.
That's outstanding. That doesn't surprise me. Coach Ferentz seems like just a class act all the way through.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Win, lose, draw. I always say that I think you'll find out more about people after a tough day than a good day. But he seems to be about as even keel as it gets, and just a great perspective. And it's got to make you feel great that your sons are in that program.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I guess when you look at coaches, Missy and I could probably go back and think of our high school and college coaches. Of course, she played for Coach Bluter, and me having played for John Furlong. He was teaching me more than the game of football, and John's not one that gives out a lot of compliments, but he did tell me at one point. He said, "I know I wasn't easy." He said, "Well, when I look at you and your teammates, all I see are great husbands, great fathers, and you guys have all had success in your career paths." So I know Jack and Mark and Kaycee, even with Coach Beinborn, I know they look back and have those people they can look up to, and still they can go and talk to. Kaycee's still close to Coach B and enjoys her conversations, and knows that if she can't come to us with something, she knows she can go to Coach B or Coach Jen and talk to them. So it's been pretty special.